big wheels are ready to roll. We've been flying high and so low. Lord, and all this madness ain't as crazy as it seems. Everywhere they have stopped and stared, I'm just a stranger on this road. Oh, I stand alone only in my dreams. Highway song.
on here real quick. Hey,
There we go. Marcus, Todd, how you guys doing?
What's up? I'm doing good, man.
Good. Excellent.
Marcus, what's up? No audio from Mark.
Marcus, can you hear me?
Yeah, give him a second. Marcus, at the bottom, you got to hit join audio. You're on mute now.
Now you got to unmute yourself.
You're good.
Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm waiting for Mason to come on. Yeah, man. It's very interesting, dude. Very interesting. I'm waiting on Mason. If anybody can message Mason, tell him that we're live. Mason's actually getting ready to go to Table Rock, and we want to get him on before he leaves. He said, yeah, if I can really, get on real quick, I'd like to get on. So, Mason, guess what, man? The show started. So, you're part of the reveal, man. So if you can get on, that'd be great. But Marcus, man, buddy, let's just talk about your day, man. You know what I mean, dude? I'll tell you what. Before we do that, let's talk about the last couple weeks, man. When we first started this national qualifier for you, bud, you kind of went out on a mission. You kind of wanted to prove a lot of different things to a lot of different people, man. And it's you had said, look, you want to prove to everybody that you want to go out there and you want to fish so-called not your honey hole. You're not allowed to fish Texas waters. You know that. So you went and found a place, and you happened to find a place that was the third largest lake in the daggone country, and you were bound and determined to take this to a level and try to find different spots, at Toledo Bend, of all places, in the heat, to try to beat your opponents, man. And dude, it's not easy, man. This freaking bracket is not easy, It's one thing being on this side of the table, kind of commenting and doing all that stuff. But, dude, it's a whole nother thing when you're on that side. And talk about that experience, man.
Man, it's, like you said, I wanted to prove to everybody you didn't have to have a honey hole, so to speak, to fish the KBT. There's a lot of people out there that are naysayers saying it's a honey hole only tournament, or I'm not going to sign up because I don't have a honey hole that can contend. So I was like, you know what? I'll be your inspiration. I'll go somewhere I've never been before. Toledo Bend is not an easy lake to figure out. Probably one of the most challenging things I've done in my fishing career. I still am quite clueless to the area. I learned stuff today that I hadn't figured out the previous 4 weeks. So, it's one of those. I'm still learning it myself. But win or lose today, I feel like being on this stage here today, fishing on Sunday. I've proved those naysayers wrong in every aspect of everything. I had never been on Toledo Bend before, ever. And here we are on Championship Sunday, and I'm still fishing it.
Yeah, honestly, look, it takes skill, Marcus, but you know what? I think you'll be the first one to admit it does take some luck too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You're fishing like a bunch of different components. You're fishing, against yourself. You're fishing against the fish. You're fishing against the weather, and then you're fishing against your opponent. All these things have to come together, man.
Stars have to line up somewhere.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your journey, man. Marcus, talk about your first matchup and then bring it all the way through the championship.
All right. So first matchup. Justin Besperat out of Missouri. I went out to Toledo Bend blind. I got some insight from Mr. Rodney Cannon. Everyone knows Rodney. I got some insight, but the insight was on the area. I had to figure the fish out myself. Week one, I was, scrambling through a lot of baits. I didn't have any luck. I couldn't get anything to bite. I happened to pick up a wacky worm and caught a 17 and a half incher, so I stuck with the wacky worm all day. Not to mention, earlier that morning, my credit card getting declined for fraudulent charges, even though they weren't fraudulent, and hitting a deer on the way to the ramp.
Weekend that was.
Picked up a wacky worm, caught 77 and a quarter inches on week one. Only 5 fish that I caught on week one. And I skirted on by Dustin. Match 2 was Jeremy Baker. Jeremy had a run of bad luck with some hooks, like you said on the last broadcast, but I had nothing to do with that. That was his own misfortunes. I won't blame the witch doctor on that one. But second time out in Toledo Bend, a little bit more comfortable with the area. Kind of got a game plan together. Said, all right, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna fish a wacky worm, which is what I did. I fished a wacky worm all day long. I caught 5 fish at 78 inches with a 19-inch kicker. And skirted on by him, luckily. Third week rolls around, I take on Hammer from Arkansas, Joel Spear, the Redbeard captain himself. Decided I was going to mix it up a little bit because I didn't want to do 3 weeks in a row with 70 inches. So week number 3, I was actually going to go out there and just fish with a fluke. I didn't catch anything but little fish. I had a 5-fish limit somewhere 66 to 68. Went back to the wacky worm. Caught a few more, upgraded to 77 and a quarter for the second time around. And made it to the Elite 8 against Jerry T. Jerry T, I decided I was going to go on a completely different game plan. I was going to go to a completely different area than I had fished out there before. I was putting down the fluke. I was putting down the wacky worm. I wasn't using them. I get out there on the water. What do I pick up? I pick up the fluke and I pick up the wacky worm. And I'm sitting at 11:30, and I've got a limit of 75 and a half. I cut every bait off I had on, tied on brand new baits that I hadn't thrown in that area at all. And in 2-3 hours, I was sitting at 94 and a half.
Yeah.
And then,
No, go ahead.
I was just going to keep, the Final Four matchup. I kept my game plan from the previous week with Jerry T as far as the baits went, but I went to a completely different area out there that I had never fished. I managed to get 88 and a half. And then, today, I like I told you last night what I was going to do. I said I'm going to stick to exactly what my game plan was yesterday. And, I went out there today and I laid out the packages of baits that I was going to use. There was 2 packages of baits. I never opened a tackle bag. I never moved anything. I mean, everything stayed right where it was when I put it in the boat. So it was just, like you said, a string of luck, string of skill, string of faith.
Right. Mason, let's get to you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Well, Mason, your road was very unbelievable. You first entered the tournament very late. You went to the East region, and you took care of business, man. You had a very solid bracket, man. And then you faced Kyle Zemke as of yesterday. You went to your spot, which has done you so well. You knew that it was going to be a very tough challenge to go back-to-back on this day from yesterday to put up 99 and a half inches, which is, again, a Final Four record, and then turn around and having to go back and do it today. But I don't think everybody's heard your story, what happened to you today, man. So let everybody know real quick. I know you got to leave, man, and we'll try to do this reveal real quick, but let everybody know what happened to you today, man. It's very interesting.
So I went to a lake that was about 2 hours away, and I got there in the morning. I started fishing it, and I was catching a bunch of fish, but they were all small. I think I had half my fish that I put up at that lake were 11 and a half inches, 11 inches. But I got 5, and then I was kind of making my way around, and the wind picked up, the clouds moved in, and it started sprinkling. Like, I can deal with this. Like, I'll fish through it. And then it started raining a little bit harder. And then, like, out of nowhere, the sky turned black, and it just downpoured and lightning. So I pedaled back to my truck and kind of sat in my truck for a minute trying to decide my next game plan. So the second lake I was going to was just about a half hour east. And so I was thinking I was going to go move to that. But then I looked at the weather radar, and it said that storm was going right to that lake.
Right.
So my 2 options were wait out the storm at the lake I was at, which could have been half hour or so, or make my way back to my honey hole and my confidence lake. And so I made this decision to go back to the confidence lake, and I think 4 out of my 5 fish were from my spot, my last spot of the day, but just wasn't enough. Couldn't find the big fish because I caught all of them yesterday.
You did catch one at what time?
3:59.
3:59.
3:59, which is absolutely ridiculous. Well, guys, here's the deal. One of our sponsors is RoboHawk out of Iowa, and each angler out of the Elite 8 winds up getting a RoboHawk tether that helps out. Trust me, I wish I had several of them in my kayak, but everybody gets a RoboHawk tether. Also, not only do you get some hardware, guys, and the Final 4 got paid out, the Elite 8 got paid out, but also some other folks are going to go home with some awesome packages. Let me see if I can get. Hold on one second here. Another gentleman here, real quick.
Mason!
What's up?
My man, I'm going to miss you at lacrosse.
Rob, are you with us? There we go. Rob is on the phone from Exotic Rods. Rob is also donating a $300 exotic rod to the winner. And Rob, you want to tell what's going on for the runner-up?
Hey guys, good job fishing today.
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead out of my own pay. I'm gonna go ahead and give $100 gift certificate to runner-up.
So whoever the runner-up is gets a $100 gift card to Exotic Rods, and the winner will win a $300 exotic rod courtesy of Mr. Rob Richards. Thank you so much for what you've done for us, man. I can't tell you enough what an awesome thing this is, man. Incredible.
It's our pleasure.
Awesome.
We gotta
Thank you.
thank Derek. We gotta thank Derek for bringing us together.
Absolutely. Well, guys, you ready to find out who's going to win this thing?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Like Todd said, it came down to the very last fish. We had predicted it. 3:59 p.m. a fish came on the board. You guys worked your butts off. You traveled back and forth, to and fro. And guys, it's time to find out who is the national qualifier champion of KBBT.
Rodney Kinnon Award winner.
The Rodney Kinnon Award winner. And the winner of the KBBT National Championship is Marcus Coates. Marcus Coates wins the championship.
That's awesome.
Marcus Daniel Bryan Coates wins with 90 and a quarter inches.
What Mason have?
84 and a half. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Marcus, that 59, only
Oh, that's enough of that music. That is enough of the music. Dude, congratulations. Marcus Coates, you, my friend, are the freaking champion of KBBT. Incredible. Mason, congratulations, runner-up. You did Iowa well, man. Again, the only Iowan that that wound up making it to the championship. And, dude, unbelievable. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congrats,
Yeah,
Marcus.
Mason, don't hang your head on second place, man, because that's an awesome job. You went through a gauntlet of 62 other anglers to put yourself in the top 2 of the first KBBT National Championship qualifier.
Yeah.
And your name will forever go down in a championship, man. Second place is nothing to be upset about. You went up against a good opponent, and just ended up not being your day, man. With that being said, you know, heck of a ride. You got some stats for you, man. You actually finished with an average of 88.33 inches, which is very respectable. You had 84.50 today. You had 99.5 obviously yesterday. 83.50, 98 and a quarter, 89, and then your low bag was 75 and a quarter. You were consistent throughout. If you and Marcus faced each other head to head all the way through the event, you would have won 3 times. Marcus would have won 3 times. You know, it was an even matchup once you crunched the numbers, and it actually kind of surprised me once I crunched the numbers and saw how even it was. So congratulations, Mason. You repped Iowa well, and every Iowa angler will tell you the same exact thing that I just said. They couldn't be more proud of you, and just awesome job on your run.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Mason, we know you got to go, man, but congratulations, dude. I'm sorry to cut this short, man, but I know you got to get on to Table Rock with your family. Congratulations, man. Dude, be safe, and great job, man.
Thank you.
All right, buddy.
See you, Mace.
See you later. Have a good one, guys.
All right.
Congrats,
Hey,
Marcus.
buddy. Hey, thank you, buddy.
All right. Hey, Todd, real quick, man. I had to mute you, man, real quick. There's a lot of... Hey, Marcus, I need you to pull over if you can.
Okay. I was hearing that too, by the way.
Yeah. It's like real bad. But hey, I wanna bring on some people that you might know. Is that okay?
Yes.
Marcus, if you could pull over, I want you to look at your screen.
There's Kylie's in the pool. They said Kylie's in the pool. Marcus can't hear that.
Marcus, this is your... Marcus, I've got your family on with you, man. They want to say congratulations.
Mama is so proud of you, son. We're so proud.
Get her in there. There she is. Crying and all that shit.
Your dad is right there. He led the charge, man. Marcus, your dad, I want to get him and his family on to congratulate you, dude, for being the national champion. If it wasn't for your support that you see on the screen, I would say you wouldn't be here today. Dude, this is for you, man. It's a party.
Hell yeah.
Marcus, Papa tried to tell you not to be sharing those cricket legs.
We are proud of you. That's
Champion. If it wasn't for your support that you see on the screen, I would say you wouldn't
I had to miss her graduation yesterday. I had to fish through her graduation. I had to watch it on a video.
Well, it was worth it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Todd.
Of
We're
course.
proud of you, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, son, you don't know how proud we are sitting right here right now. You don't.
Oh my gosh.
You put everything I taught you to use finally.
Absolutely.
That's right, Dad.
Greg, I
Your-
thank you for
Your wife is on right here. I see on the bottom left. Yeah.
Well, she's trying to connect to audio, but there's Stacy and Aunt Michelle.
Yep. But Marcus, man, you're quiet for the first time, bro.
Stacy, back to him.
Oh man.
Your wife is on right here. I see on the bottom left.
Somebody's got the video playing in the background.
Yeah.
I muted mine, so. Yeah, mine's muted.
I just did.
Okay. Now we're good. Stacy, you good? Can you talk? Well, we lost.
She's
that.
connecting to audio.
Yeah, she's connected. Okay, you guys need to unmute real quick.
Hi, Hannah.
Uncle Ronnie just joined.
Congratulations, Marcus.
Thank you, Uncle Ronnie.
Let me
Proud of you, bud.
Yep.
Thank you.
Stacy, I think you're good. Your husband is now the national champion.
I knew he would be. He never gets
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Marcus. Good job, man. Your family's awesome, dude.
Oh, what it is right there. We're not family. We're team.
That's right. That's
Team.
right.
There it is. Yeah.
Well, guys, let me ask y'all a question. I mean, you guys have been through, so much together, as a family. One of the things that we kind of focus on is the negativity of, fighting and everything else. It happens on every family. But this is the kind of things that family is all about. This is the kind of celebrations that we love to enjoy. And when somebody makes an achievement like this is a big deal. And, listen, there's very few that I've seen work harder than Marcus Coates to get to this level. And the way, when he's determined to get to, his determination is unbelievable. It's really awe-inspiring. But to see him get to this level, I think it should be celebrated. And, by far should be celebrated. And so that's what we wanted to do. It's just bring on a celebration here and let you guys, do this virtually. I'm sorry we couldn't do this all in person, but hey, each and every one of you has a part in his life. And again, we're a collection of really, people that influence our life, and each and every one of you has influenced Marcus and given him the backing, spiritually, physically, and emotionally, to get to this level. And again, he's a champion here today. And I would say on behalf of KBBT, we want to thank you for the support that you've given him. And again, he has influenced others. And so, again, you guys are amazing. You guys have been right there with him on KBBT. You've shared it. You've commented. You've engaged with KBBT. So, from KBBT, the Coates family, we want to say thank you so much for what you've done for us.
Thank you for everything that
Thank
you
y'all
did.
for everything y'all done.
Yeah, we thank KBBT for bringing him in and helping him be great, because he is great.
You and Todd did a great job with them.
Well, we try.
Crawfish,
I think he's.
No, I didn't do anything to give him a hard time, but Marcus is well deserving of Mark. You get to carry you get to carry the title of champion around, man. You get to come on here and humbly present yourself as a champion. From now on out, you get to speak to future anglers, and you've been there, you've done that, you have that experience that you can bring to the table now. And dude, just to watch you grow. I've said it many times. I didn't pick you the last couple of rounds. But man, you did it, dude. You've progressed. You've went out and you've adapted to your waters. You've learned new fishing techniques. You've become versatile, and that's what great anglers do. Marcus, you're on your way to living a dream, man. You have the potential to Go out and the sky's the limit, man. You're going to lacrosse this weekend. You know it'd be awesome. You go to lacrosse and show everybody in the live event that Marcus coaches for real, and that'll be make everything so much better. But dude, awesome job. Way to figure out Toledo Bend, and just way to do it, man. Awesome job.
You forgot the best part. I saved $20 because I don't have to ship my own trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, I've got a couple more people I'm going to bring in here real quick that wants to say congratulations. Let's see. I've got.
I love y'all.
Oh, wow.
Let me
Love
see.
you, Marcus.
We love you.
Enjoy,
Love
son.
you.
You are.
Love you, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, you know that you can. Marcus, you know you can swipe across on your screen to different dots and see all the different people, right? All right, cool.
I do. Now I've got Bobby, Matt, and Marty. Okay?
Bobby, Matt, Linseman, and Marty Hughes are on. Guys, he did it, man.
Congratulations, Marcus. I tell you, me and Marcus talk every morning on his way to the lake, and I kept him pumped up. I gave him some advice. He followed it. He didn't follow it. Don't matter. You made it. Number one, I told you this morning. You got it. And you proved everybody right.
Here's Marty.
Great job, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Bobby.
Matt?
Mr. Coach.
Man.
Hey, man, congratulations. I did not give you any advice.
That's why he won.
That's all.
I just want to be able to say, I just want to be able to say at lacrosse that I beat the KBBT champion.
Well, you can wake up and apologize later, but I appreciate the initiative.
We'll see, brother.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
KBBT, and Marcus. Congratulations, son. You earned every bit of it.
For sure.
Thank you, Uncle Ronnie.
But Marcus, where does the confidence go from here? Because it was already like way up here. So like, how much higher does it go?
Man, you know, well, hold on. Let Marty. I haven't heard Marty talk yet. I don't think.
What, Mark? I've just been taking it in, and
This is awesome.
man, I've never felt emotion like that's about
21s now.
what you've accomplished and what this is all about. Incredible. I just want to say congratulations. Proud of you. Probably not as proud as your family, because I know they're proud, but I am so proud of you. I've fished with you one time today. I learned how hard you go, and the challenges we faced together that day, and how you got through that together with me. But you know, your heart is not just in the fishing, but it's all about others as well. And my hope is that you'll continue to do that and go out and help younger anglers and novice anglers along, just like guys have helped you to get where you are. And just keep it going, man. But you know what? Regardless, this is your day. Enjoy it.
For sure. Well, we got two more guys that jumped on. It's Matt Frentress and Charner Williams. Charner, you need to unmute. But Matt's here and Charter's here to wish you guys, wish you, Mark, hey, congratulations.
Marcus, you did it, buddy. You did it. Way to go, man. Proud of you.
Hey, man, it was all your text message. You sent it to me. I read it. I said, we're going to make that happen.
Heck yeah, man. Congrats. Way to grind it out and win this thing. So awesome, man.
Yeah, that's a tough several weeks of fishing, man. So, heck yeah, way to go. Way to finish it up.
I want to point out one thing real quick over there on Stacy's side, Mark's wife. That was Marcus's first partner in fishing.
My Bubba, doo-doo.
Oh.
Hey, listen.
He rolled that kayak. Go ahead, Stacy.
Yeah, he does. He rides in my kayak just fine. And her kayak now.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Well, we've got another gentleman joining us too. Hey, Charter, you
I
need.
see him smiling over there.
Yeah, man, it's our own
Texas.
Texas Slim, Chris Delgado.
How's it going, fellas? Y'all miss me yet?
We miss you, buddy.
Dude,
Look
I
at
need
look at.
some of that whatever you cooked.
Well, in honor of the two guys that were battling it out today, here's to you, fellas.
Yeah, man.
Mine at?
Here's to you guys right there, man. Living the dream. Look at you guys, huh?
Yeah,
Hey, Greg,
Conspicuous.
Greg, don't get used to it, man. I had court on Monday, okay? I had to shave.
that doesn't surprise me, my friend. That doesn't surprise me. But yeah, that's tremendous. You know, as I said, guys, you know, Marcus, I hope you understand and feel the love, man, dude. Congratulations, man, dude. We're proud of you. I mean, you know, from a KBBT family, you know, on this side, man, dude, you have absolutely blossomed as an angler. Well deserved respect, man. Charner, go ahead, man. You have unmuted. Go ahead, say something.
Man, I was just gonna say how pumped I am. Man, I know it was tough on him to have to drive so far and fish all sorts of different places, and man, I'm just super pumped it worked out for him. I know he didn't start real strong, but he made it through and finished. So that was awesome.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, and if I can piggyback off of what Charner just said, you know, he said, you know, you kind of got off to that start where you were stuck in the 70s there, Mark, and we kind of gave you a hard time about it in the group message and joked around with you. But I want to give you some stats. Your last 3 weeks, you want to know what your average was?
What's that?
Last 3 rounds?
What is it?
91 is probably
90.75.
Strong.
That is very impressive. You figured that body of water out. You stuck with it, man. And that is so awesome that you were able to do that, man. You had that 70.5 average through the first 3. And then your last 3 weeks, when you needed to, when you know that your competition was getting harder, and you got to the Elite 8, and you went to the Final 4, and you got to this championship, you showed out, Mark. And awesome job, man. I can't say it enough, and I'll say it to you a lot more. But congratulations, and worthy of a champion in my book.
Jason Campbell just joined us. Jason, how you doing, buddy? Your boy did it, man.
What's up, Sue? Got a boy. Proud of you.
Guys, if you could see.
Thank you.
Just
Hey, I got an interesting stat. When I get an opportunity, let me know.
go
Greg.
for it. We've got 4 minutes remaining on this call, so go for it.
Okay, here we go. Well, I'm not going to use up, but maybe 3.5. So here's
Well,
a
good,
little
because I'd
stat.
like to talk about my day before it's over.
Well, here's a little stat that you guys kind of missed out on, but it wasn't until my good friend Mark had some of Texas Slim's cooking that his numbers started to spike.
That's true.
Yes, that's exactly right.
It's the fire ring, brother.
Statement than Greg's.
Let me tell you something. And you know, me, Mark, and Jeff Isham had a little tutorial out at my little lake right here, just outside the house. And after he saw what me and Jeff were doing, that boy he became a rock star, man. And he was well on his way. He just needed that. He just needed a little walk in the desert in the spirit world. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, it certainly worked. It certainly worked. Marcus, we got 3 minutes, man. Let's talk about your day, bro. And anybody you want to thank.
I want to thank everybody on this call, everybody out there, everybody that supported me, all my sponsors. I'll call them out later in a post, but man, to talk about my day, I went out confident, not cocky, but confident. To tell you how my day went, my first bass that I got on broke off immediately. Didn't even faze me. My second fish was 17.5, jumped off the board. Whatever, I don't care. And then like 4 casts later, I went back to back with 3 16.5s. moved slightly to deeper water, busted that 20-incher on a frog. You called me after that. I hung another 16 and a half on a chatterbait while I was on the phone with you. And then the entire rest of the day, I flipped. I was using a 12-inch worm while they were still aggressive, swapped down to a Mag 2 when they kind of backed off a little bit. Man, I caught fish all day long. Instead of just catching 5 fish on a tournament day, I think I caught somewhere around 30 fish total today. I had to dive after a rod. It was not my exotic rod, but I did have to dive out a rod. I had a fish come up and grab my bait that was hanging in the air and take off with my rod. Jumped into the water after it. Managed to get it and get another rod that I knocked over as I was jumping. Threw both of them back in the boat, rolled over, grabbed it. The fish was still on, and then it jumped and spit the hook. So, you know, there's that. But overall, I gotta say, I mean, it's the difference in today and any other day was because I missed a lot of fish. I got broke off a couple times. It was really just, who cares? Just go fish, and that was the difference. It was never a mental game for me until like the last 30 minutes. I started getting a little freaky the last 30 minutes. I made a 2 mile run with 30 minutes to go, and said, all right, when I get there, I'll have 10 minutes. It's all in or all out.
1 minute.
Actually, guys, I just upgraded. We're good. I just upgraded in the nick of time. So we can party all night long if you want to. We're good.
The party just started.
The party just started.
You cannot drink and drive. You're gonna have to stay. You have to drive somewhere and get a beer.
Hell yeah.
Marcus.
Here's to you, Marcus.
Marcus,
Sweet tea, but here's to you, Marcus.
your papa said that hat just got more expensive.
Worth more money.
Worth more money.
I signed a hat and sent it to my grandpa. Said it might be worth something someday.
That is hilarious. We have another person joining our party here. He's connecting audio. Mr. Rod Merritt from Maine is
With
here.
Heather.
My man Rod.
Mr. Merritt.
Moose man.
I think he can hear us. It's probably coming through, but anyway, he's on. Rodney, can you hear us? It's trying.
Yeah, he messaged me. He messaged me personally and said, "Hey, can me and Heather Swindler get on? Because we want to say hi to Marcus."
Yeah.
I sent him the link.
Well, he's here. I don't know if he can hear us. Let's see. He probably needs to turn up his volume.
I think he's gone. Oh, no, there he is.
No, he's here.
Hey, Marcus.
Hello.
I want you to know I'm extremely proud of you. I know I tell you, but know it. And I don't know if you could see or not, but your brother-in-law kept trying to get it on, but got kicked off, and he's very proud of you.
I seen. I was watching him. I was waiting on him to come.
Well,
he couldn't get enough service to get in there.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, I saw somebody try to come in. It kept on going in and out.
He's down in Louisiana working, and he doesn't have great service down there.
I got you.
I was going to say, he's in Louisiana like Marcus.
You're all in Louisiana, but there's good fish in Louisiana.
I don't know about good fishing, but there's the right numbers that I needed.
That's right.
Well, I love you, brother.
I love you too, sister.
Rodney,
Marcus, enjoy your night.
Those are
Congratulations.
mine.
Call me later if you want to.
Thank you, Uncle Rodney.
All right, let's see. Rodney, I don't know if you can hear us. Can you hear us, Rodney? He's trying. I don't know if he's got his volume up, but it's trying.
Well, while he's working on that, I do also want to do a huge shout out to Rodney Kennan, Stephen Kennan, and Bradley Kennan. Man, they've the hospitality down here in Louisiana has been unreal. I've had a place to stay every single weekend, food to eat, I mean, they cooked steaks last night. I mean, the whole family is just phenomenal. So, huge shout out to the Kenning clan, all of them.
Absolutely. Now, Rod Merritt, can you hear us? He's trying. It must be terrible. I saw him and Heather, but anyway, they're on their way to the lacrosse. Listen. Let's give your wife some credit, Stacy. He's had to go out, and spend hours upon hours upon hours, on the water, away from home. Listen, I mean, it takes one heck of a wife to allow him to do that. I just want to say thank you on his behalf, but I mean, again, the support you've given him, is unbelievable, and I think, you deserve a lot of credit for what happens, and it's not easy, having to work and stay home and and take care of the dogs and everything else while he's out there fishing. So I just want to say thank you for allowing him to do that, because it's a grind. After 4 or 5 weeks.
There are some days I do.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Well, he gets a nice paycheck, and I think you deserve all of it.
We all do. We all do. I mean, there are some things I could do to my truck with that. I need some parts for the kayak.
Yeah, no.
And he is an amazing fisherman and always has been, and I will always support that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, again, thank you. And Marcus, I'm sure you guys are going to be celebrating and all that good stuff when you get home, man. That's great, man.
I don't have to leave out to lacrosse until 3 a.m. Someone bust out the tequila.
Texas.
Yeah, I'm calling in, Marcus. The hell you are.
Where's George? Man, we need Slim. We need your brother, man. He needs to be the bartender.
He's actually inside mixing something up right now.
I'm sure he is. Unbelievable.
Marcus, congratulations, my friend. Honestly, man, I spending actual time with you on the water is no surprise. It really isn't. You're all about it. You're all about the putting in the work, and it makes no surprise to me, man. Congratulations on all the hard work. I want to send out an actual invite to your wife. I'd love to have her come over. We need to treat her, wine her and dine her, because you were treated very well here. But I honestly think what Greg said is very true. I think it's her turn now to go out on a road trip and have herself a heck of a time, man.
I would love to. Thank you. And I thank every single one of you.
I agree, man. I agree wholeheartedly. Well, Dad, listen, you haven't had a chance much to say at all. Let's hear from Dad.
Well, I've been sitting here thinking, looking at his little furry face there. I call him Leprechaun sometimes.
We do too. We do too.
We keep looking for the pot of gold, and you know what? I think we're finding it in him right now. That little pot of gold out on the water. When he was young, it was like always having to take him mainly to a pond. He loved ponds. Now he likes real big ponds like
Toledo Bend,
Louisiana, etc. But I never had any problems. We never had any problems like a lot of people. There was no drugs. There was a fishing pole and another fishing pole. That's all he wanted to do, and I swear that's all he wanted to do when he was riding a bicycle, pulling a wagon. I'm pretty sure one time he tried to pull his canoe on a wagon behind a bicycle. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I remember that. He did everything. We finally got the wagon down there from the car, etc., but he pulled the canoe to the pond on the wagon. This was the things he did growing up. That was the only thing he wanted to do, and now it's paying off. And I appreciate KBBT because we kept telling him, keep going. You're going to find something. He's done FLW, one BASS, and KBBT, and he finally posted winning spot. So
Jesse's got Eddie on the phone. He wants to talk.
Hey, Eddie, his brother-in-law Eddie.
Yeah, hold on. Marcus actually disappeared. I don't know where he went. Oh, here he is. He's probably getting a bunch of calls. Here, hold on one second here.
Marcus, you in there?
Yeah, he's joining. Hold on one second.
It is unmuted. No.
Let's see.
Is he back?
Yeah, he's coming on.
Okay.
He must have been. He must be in a bad area.
Yeah. Mark, stop driving. Your brother-in-law wants to talk to you.
You talk loud.
Hold on one second. Hold on. I'll let you know. Give me one second. Okay.
We lost him, Jesse.
Marcus, are you there?
I'm back.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Go, Eddie. Go, Eddie.
Can't see him.
Yes, look at your screen.
Tell him to say it again, Jess.
Okay, say it again, Eddie.
I said, "What up, brother-in-law?"
It's good, babe.
I think.
Oh, you went away. He said.
I think Marcus dropped off again.
Yeah, Marcus.
I think he did too.
Marcus
I think
had an
he's
issue
got a
now.
Yeah, Marcus is in a bad area. I think listen,
He'll know you were on there.
we'll go ahead and end it here, guys. He's in a bad area. We'll let you guys celebrate with him as a family. But guys, thank you guys for making this reveal show so special. And we're proud of him as well. And one good thing now about all this, there's no reason for him to fish any other event. I get to go fishing. I get to go prove myself as a fisherman and not be on Marcus Coates' coattails.
Yeah, where's Todd?
Do we got that many tournaments lined up?
Not really. Oh, but
I'm not an angler. I'm very, very novice.
So
Okay.
yeah, but no.
I'm not good. I learn from all these guys. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I just enjoy the sport, and I'm just here to have a good time with everybody.
Well, one thing that we're finding about this sport, and Marty's there. One thing I love about what Marty does is he understands that there's a lot more to the sport than just a rod and reel. There's always a story. And one thing we're trying to bring out is the story, and there's so much more to just, a kayak, a plastic boat, and a rod, and a reel. Man, and I think that at KBBT, we're trying to do our best to make this as a legitimate journalistic storytelling, journey for most of these guys. And, one thing I'm very excited about, and one thing I want to really kind of bring up here and really promote as much as we can, and I'm glad Marty's on here, is, Bob, you talked about how Marcus was young and how it was ingrained in him at a young age to be able to go fishing. We want to bring this same joy that Marcus felt to our high schoolers. Our high schoolers are getting stripped away of so much right now because of COVID and all this other stuff. They can't go out and do things. Next year, hell or high water, we're going to get a high school team together, a 2-angler team from each high school, and bring this format to the nation through the high schools. We're going to do our best. I mean, again, get them young, get them out of trouble, use this opportunity to minister to them, to fellowship with them, to teach them life lessons. I mean, like this very simple thing of shaking someone's hand, looking somebody in the eye and getting a firm handshake. That's what, in golf, they have what's called the first tee, program. Where they just don't teach them golf. They teach them life lessons. We need coaches. We need mentors. We need people to go out and teach people that one day that those anglers can go up on a meeting and have their family celebrate the same thing that Marcus did today. I mean, that's what it's about. I hope everybody helps us and joins in. And let's spread this to the next generation because, God, they need it. Marty, I'm going to let you talk about that.
I can attest that, and Kylie can attest, and anybody her age-ish, Mark is a good teacher. He loved and still loves taking the young people, boys and girls, out fishing. He don't care how old you are. If his parent says it's okay, he's going to take you out spearfishing at night. He's just going to take you out kayaking, canoeing. It don't matter. He's going to teach you how to fish. And Mark loves that. And so just so you know that part, he may not say it, but he likes teaching kids how to fish.
For sure.
And he has since he was barely a kid. That's him. That's how he is.
You've raised an amazing son to go out and to have the heart that he has and the passion that he has to go out and want to spread the joy of the sport, and to teach others. And Marcus genuinely has a heart of gold. I give him a hard time all the time, but it's been fun.
Sometimes though.
But you know what? I mean, to raise someone like that, you have to be a super proud parent. You have to be, proud of your son, and I just want to say, congratulations on raising an amazing man.
Well, thank you.
Marty, I want to get your word. Get you have a word in.
Well, first, again, congratulations, and to your whole family, Marcus. And, what you have there, you can't put a price on. We win cash from these tournaments, but to see your family there, to see what's happening there, just the togetherness. And, you guys know at our school we have a bulldog way thing, but we also have #family. And it starts with that. And when our guys won the state championship this past year, the backs of their shirts had #family. And that's what you know what? You have #team coach, but you also have #family in that team coach. And that's what's really cool. And you know what? All these guys that are on here, they're also your family. maybe not the right blood type, but we're family.
I'm impressed with the family, the other family that did show. I'm really impressed with you guys.
Yeah, and then I want to say too that I know Mark's passion for this, and we here where I live, we also have youth events. We've been doing them for several years, and probably one of the things that hurt me most as a mentor was not being able to do that this year. And we were around a campfire last night at a tournament after we got done, and one of the young guys there, he says, "Hey Marty, you gonna have the youth things again?" I said, "Yeah, we just got to get approval." And then he said, "My favorite was watching a kid put a fish on a board and seeing him smile like that and so excited." And that's what we got to get back to too, and grow it this way, and get our kids some, like you say, not just the fishing skills, but reasoning skills and decision skills and life skills, because that all goes with this fishing, and you can use so many analogies with fishing with kids. And if we're gonna get our society, on track where we have a great country, don't get me wrong, but we got a young generation that we really need to connect with and get them going.
Right. We need them. We need them outside. We need them outdoors. We need them to experience life.
Yeah, one more thing. I was in school Friday. First day of school. I'm a principal at a school.
All right.
My heart ached the entire day because I didn't get to see one kid smile. You know why? They had a mask on their face. And that was the hardest thing I've ever faced in my life.
Wow.
But what kept me going, Mark was going to fish this weekend. so I knew it was smiling tonight.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
He's back.
I can't.
Hey, Mark, Eddie did get on, but between you going away and him having low service, you're both in Louisiana. Internet sucks, but he is proud of you.
Well, don't worry. I just crossed the state line back in Arkansas, so I should be good from now on.
Well, that's great. Well, I mean,
real quick, with the way they're talking about Marcus and how sweet and everything, is he now really the America's sweetheart?
I never said anything about sweet.
There wasn't ever a doubt in anybody's mind.
American sweetheart, baby.
You never heard me say sweet.
Hey, nobody asked you, old man.
well.
Hey, Marky, since you won, are you gonna buy me a kayak now?
Ooh.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about getting the youth out, so.
Hey, one of y'all sponsors, my niece needs a kayak. I know y'all are wanting.
Absolutely. Well, the money is in the account. That's how we do things at KBBT. We pay out the day, that night of the winnings. The monies are in the account. The hardware's on its way. Marcus, you get to hold up the first place trophy, my man. It is yours. The Rodney Kinnon Award is yours. Unbelievable. Congratulations. Mason Good, congratulations. I know you're on the road, buddy. You gave one heck of an effort. All the Final Four, Elite Eight, winners. I mean, congratulations, guys. Our next big event is not until September. Well, I'm sorry, that's not true. It's August 30th. We have a team 4-man relay. We want to have you guys join us. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. Get a team together if you haven't already done so. And then September 12th, we have what's called Making the Cut. This is going to be an amazing tournament. It's going to be legit. It's going to transform fishing once again. Besides the brackets, it's already done its job. But Making the Cut is going to be legit. We hope to have 100 anglers. Whatever. We don't care how many anglers there are. We just want a bunch of anglers to get in there. There's no cap on it in terms of the amount of anglers that can get in it. It's a $100 entry. It's high stakes. And the top 10 or whatever, top 10% will fish for the money. That's a big deal. So we're looking forward to that. And then also at Gunnersville in October, we're having an all-star event there. Come join us there if you plan on fishing. If you're at the national championship, we'd love to have you there as well. So, guys, ladies, we are going to leave it here. Marcus, congratulations.
One thing,
yes, sir.
One thing, Greg. One thing. It doesn't just take a family team. All of you that showed up, his friends, his competitors that are sitting here, I'm looking at. We on this side appreciate y'all too for taking him in, being friends with him, messing with him when you can, and seeing what he can come back with. We love that too. We watch all the shows, especially the shows that where the winners announced and everything. We're excited. We've learned y'all's names just from that, and we, as part of the Team Coats, appreciate y'all for being part of Team Coats too, and that's no doubt. We appreciate you all.
Absolutely. Well said, sir.
Our pleasure.
Well said. But
absolutely,
guys, we're going to end it here. Congratulations, Marcus Coates.
Congratulations, Marcus.
The KBBT national champion.
Good job, buddy. There you go, buddy.
Congratulations, brother. We're out of here. For Todd, for Marcus, we're out of here. Have a great night. We will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
We'll see you soon.